so long, generation to generation. And I'm not mad at people for living like that because you don't know what you don't know. But at the same time, your current condition is not your clue.
Bigger banks, national banks, and then was in the insurance industry for a while and came back to banking, and really wanted to work for a community bank. First Bank Southwest is a community bank, and the reason being is because there we have a little bit, in community banking, you have a little bit more control on how you can help people. National banks and bigger banks, everything's done corporately. But here, we're housed here, we're based here, so it allows me an opportunity to help my community, and that allows me an opportunity to come to things like this and kind of give some information out. Am I a guru? I don't know. but I'm going to do the best I can to get people in position to be able to carry out their dreams and their goals. That's what it's about. So that's me.
All right, so that's Charlie Love, y'all. So we ain't even gonna hold y'all. We're gonna get right into it. We're gonna get to the meat and potatoes.
Net income is that's what you make after what goes into your account every month.
Bring home
money. That's already spent twice.
Yeah, tax money.
Or they'll ask you. But what Rick was saying earlier, it's things that we weren't taught. I never was taught about these things growing up in school or anything. And it's crazy that I work for a bank now. It's crazy because I was never taught.
Checking in the savings. Cap Williams told I gotta check in the savings. I gotta check in my savings and check. So tell us.
Usually, a lot of times, it's what your money's going to go into. You get a job, you get a direct deposit. You're going to get that direct deposit into your checking account. Some people get some put in their savings account to save, but
you want to be a steward with this money so that you can get more.
Before you go into that, let me say this: if you have bad credit, that's fine. Right? The thing about that is you have to be aware that you have bad credit and be responsible. It's okay. You just got to be honest with yourself, take that accountability, and take the steps to help you to fix that. Now, there's a lot of people out there that do credit repair and different things like that. I'm not going to tell you who to go to, but there are different people where you can go and they'll help you. I'm actually working with somebody to fix my credit, right? We have credit utilization. We have credit history. We have on-time payments. We have hard inquiries and different things like that. So going into that, talk about some of the things that you really started utilizing once you got into the credit game. What have you been doing now that you got credit? Because everybody always talks about cash is king, right? So I've always heard cash is king, but credit runs the kingdom, right? In order for you to establish yourself, of course, you got to have that cash, getting started, different things like that, and utilizing it. But what are some of the things that credit has done for you that's opened up your life, right? So what has it exposed you to, some things that you can do?
Man, credit is, like I said, you're getting a return on your investment with a credit card. I just bought a flight 2 days ago, and I just spent a dime. Just because off of the money that I was already spending, I just redirected it into a credit card, and now when you're building your credit, that's just, it just helps.
How has credit impacted your life?
Man, credit is crazy, and one thing I'll say too is a lot of people don't know about credit, and for me, I never got taught anything about credit. I didn't start building my credit until I was 20 or 19. I'm 21 now. Just to let y'all know, in 2 years, I have a 750 credit score. Just in 2 years.
Say that one more time. What?
A 750 credit score.
How old are you?
21.
Spicy.
And so what I would say is with your credit, a lot of people say keep your utilization under 30%. But what I would say is keep your utilization under 10%. So basically what that means is if you have a credit card and you have $1,000 limit credit, sometimes they take it randomly just to see what your utilization is throughout the month. So what I would say is pay it 3 days before so that on that day when they do check your credit, it's down to 99, under 10% utilization rate. And when y'all do that, your credit score will change tremendously.
Okay. So basically what you're telling people is just because you got $1,000, don't spend that $1,000.
No, and that's another thing that you have to unlearn. So yes, this is not your money, but you want to be a steward with this money so that you can get more money.
What's one thing you want to leave the audience with? If you could just give them that one gem to help.
So you can't pay a loan with another loan. You can pay credit cards off with another credit card, but like a mortgage, rent, some apartments, if you're in an apartment, see if you can pay it with your rent with a card. But mortgage and a car payment are the only two things that you can't pay with a credit card. But your utilities, cable bill, all that stuff, pay with a credit card because you're already paying it. Just use a credit card and you're building your credit. So that's what I would leave y'all with.
Tyus, we definitely appreciate you coming up here, giving us some knowledge on credit and establishing us and giving us some tips to utilize. We appreciate you, my guy. Not only did he do that, excuse me, but in the process of buying school supplies for 2 students, he wanted to go up to a random person and tell them, like, we're gonna buy your kids their school supplies. So we actually got to find the right person. We found a single mom in Walmart. Just walked up, single mom, she had 2 kids. So this man took it upon himself to actually pay for their school supplies. So I just want to make sure that he gets his flowers and gets his round of applause. Even though we won't be able to give it to him in front of everybody, I don't want that to go unnoticed because that's big. And the reason he told me he wanted to do that, but everything going on with like the shootings and stuff like that, he's only a 19-year-old, right? So what he wants to do is he wanted to change that dynamic of how people look at 18-year-olds, 19-year-olds, because there's still good people out here, and we want the kids to know that there is still people 18, 19 that actually care about you, and it's still good people. Applause for my man Israel. Alright, we got our people on the entrepreneur journey, and I have to say, I got my own testimony from this. About these individuals, what they are doing with those kids in that dance academy is phenomenal. I went out there and experienced for myself. They actually gave me the opportunity to speak to their youth during their camp, and not only did I speak to them, they had me in their dance. You already know, go ahead. Hey, I got you. You know what I'm saying? I got you. That's my man. That's my man. So I want y'all to give a round of applause for these 2, the UNIQUESTEPPERZ owners. Please, y'all come to the stage. All right. So give them a round of applause. It's good to see you again. Before you start, tell them who y'all are. Let the people know.
My name is Amarillo. I'm the owner of the UNIQUESTEPPERZ. We officially became a business this year. We've been going for like 5 years in total.
Let's get a round of applause for that. Let's get a round of applause.
I danced my whole life. I came up in these Amarillo streets dancing, sneaking in parties dancing, sneaking in Kinsey's dancing. We have a dance team. We used to get clowned. Oh, you got served guys right there. And I've been through all that. I've been through you weak because you dance. I've been through the whole. It's not black dudes, we need to be playing basketball. I've been through the whole shebang. Like, so I know the ins and outs. My son has also struggled with that as of last year. And I can see him going through it, like, and I had to break him down and like just tell him like dance has always been a part of the culture. It's always been a part of the journey, it's always been a part of our ancestors. Before there was a ball, track field, our ancestors was dancing. So this has been part of us since the beginning of time. And I had to break that down to him. Once I gave that to him, like the knowledge behind it, and that in some countries, you can look it up, in some countries, if the man don't dance, he can't be king. Because women love to dance. It's a part of traditions, it's a part of the ceremonies. So if you can't dance, you can look it up, it's facts. If the man doesn't dance, then he's not really a king in the eyes of in different countries. So my son, and he was growing up and kind of like trying to figure it out, but he loved to do it, and it inspired me to create this platform for like the youth that don't play sports. And I'm not saying there's anything with wrong with sports and football, do it all. Tell my son, do it all. Pick your avenue, but this dance is like it's part of us. So with the kids that don't do the football and the track and all that, that was me. I was one of those kids, and I remember like, dang, where the dancing at besides the party? Where can we go dancing and do this? And instead of just sitting around and waiting for that change, I was like, I can be that change. So I became that change for the community to where they can bring the local kids who love to like do the dancing and stuff at home. They got a platform now, so that's what inspired me. But, yeah.
Okay, good round of applause for that. One thing I can really say about him is he's passionate. As passionate as I am for financial literacy, motivational speaking, I can see it. This man, from the time that we walked into there, he greeting everybody, dancing, his energy. When we doing the dance, he trying not to show too much because he already in his flow, you know what I'm saying? But that man is really passionate. And this was y'all's first year doing the camp, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so tell me a little bit about what made y'all want to do the camp. How that?
Queen was behind that.
Oh, okay.
We need a good team, we need a good partner, and that's one of the biggest things that I can tell you is for sure. Like, you can do it, it can be in you, but you gotta have a team. And I think everybody on this, every billionaire got a team. Like the guy who run Amazon, he ain't doing that by himself. Like, there ain't no way. So yeah, she really inspired that. She inspired that.
One of the things, and I gotta give my props to you, I think I told you about the one-on-one elite men. They started a camp the year before this year, and that my son got to attend, and they really did a wonderful, beautiful job of just passionately helping these kids. And you know, there's other camps. You see summer camps, and I've always struggled with my kids. We have 3. Finding things that they're actually interested in that's not like a church camp or not like a football camp. My son goes to, of course, the football camps, but I've never seen a dance camp for our culture. Where your heart's at and your heart's in the right place, you have a team behind you, you have somebody who believes in you, then you have to, it's a disservice to yourself not to take that step.
And like she said, it's a disservice, and they both touched on really good topics. Having a team, having a community, right? And just taking those leaps. A lot of things that we talked about earlier, you got to take that risk. You got to invest in yourself. She said they didn't know if they were going to make anything. I can tell you right now, I know what they made. They made a huge impact on those kids in there because the energy that they had when they were dancing, I can tell you I felt it. Everybody was excited. The nephew, he said, turn the music on.
Elite steppers are the steppers that get to do like the event that we have September 4th with the African culture.
September 4th, y'all.
September 4th, right over here at the Civic Center. Yeah, there's an African group he has African artists that's coming out the country to perform, but also it's going to be like a award ceremony for them. They could have picked anywhere they wanted to. They could have did it in Dallas. They could have did wherever they wanted to do it. But he's bringing it to the city because he also shares the vision that Amarillo can be better than what it is.
You gotta know who is one.
Quality, man, a smooth, simple. Just keep things smooth, right? It's simple.
How did you come up with it? SM 90?
17, 2018, it's one of the names we got up. But it's all saying smooth this, smooth that. And just call out smooth, like the movement. So the movement is just like how you carry yourself on a daily basis. What are you doing? Like how you think about things? How are you going about things on a daily basis? So smooth movement is just for himself. It's a reminder for himself. Keep everything smooth, simple, but also advanced.
What do you want people to feel like whenever you walk in the room and they see Smooth Movement 98? Because it's so much more than just a brand. I feel like it's a lifestyle. So what does it mean?
Bring out that true person, a reminder. Make your movements who you want to be in life. How you carry yourself.
You don't stand for something, you don't walk for anything, right? So if you don't stand for something, you want you to stand for yourself. When you see Smooth Movement 98,
I wanted SM, I wanted to be in all 50 states, across the country, across the world. Why not? Everybody got different types of smooth movements. Bring it out. Be creative. Be that person who you need to become. Be that person for you and for the people.
everybody in here has a story that somebody else needs, right? Because you went through something that can help somebody else. Everybody goes through different things, but the things that you go through, there's people going through similar things. And something that you went through today can help somebody get through. What products do you have?
Products, I got what you need. See right here, we got the fragrance, the D-rags, the shirts, the face K95 face masks. We got new products, we got slides, socks, bucket hats, head to toe. Billy Brandman, BE, whatever you see, branding. When it comes to like cups, anything, branding. Do that brand, you'll walk the testimony of your brand. Head to toe, there's down.
Tell me a little bit about this journey since 2017. Tell me some of the ups, how you experienced, and tell me some of the obstacles you faced.
It's been a good journey, a good learning journey. You got to fall in love with the process of what you're doing and just see where it takes you.
How did you get to this level of your life? what's your schedule look like?
So schedule on a car wash. You see me at Tasco Grill car wash, two-tone car wash. Schedule 6:30 to 2. So okay, you apply the pressure to your own business because that's where it all starts. If you get working with somebody else, it all comes down to after work, how much time do you have? How are you utilizing your time? So for that, after work, it's just keep that mindset. That's what's gonna help you build a strong mindset and just really build your character.
So that goes back to our original thought was develop yourself. Would you agree in order for you to take it to the next level, you gotta get around people who know more than you? You gotta ask those type of questions that you don't know. You have to put yourself in situations where you're not the smartest in that area, but you're willing to take lessons from the Greek.
Definitely a student of the game.
Now I know along the journey you had to make some investments. Now, making those investments, did you always know that you were gonna get that return back, or did you just have that?
Whatever I invest in, I know it's going to come back 10 times fold because how I'm going to apply it, how I'm going to make it work. Even if I don't know how it's going to work, I'm going to come up with a game plan. How is it going to work? How can I utilize this? So I would say, yeah, pretty much.
What advice would you give someone who is either has an idea to be an entrepreneur, or is an entrepreneur, or is dibbling and dabbling, kind of on the borderline? What would you tell that person right now?
I would think just start. Whatever you thinking, whatever you got inside you, just start and see where you can go. Put yourself out there. And there's a lot of people, if you don't think just like you, they're like you just gotta find them, put yourself around them, and connect. Connection is a big key part of it. Connect with everybody, and really just step out your comfort zone. Like I'm a shy person, I don't really talk, but
You shy?
What?
Oh man.
But being around that, going to ATL, I never experienced stuff like that. But it shows me being around that, that's where I need to be. Whatever I got going on right here, everybody else is already doing it. We're at a higher skill. So it's up to me just to be, again, a student of the game and just see where I can take it.
Is there anything else that you want to leave with the audience, Mr. Smooth?
And keep your movement smooth.
Appreciate y'all coming out, showing support. It means a lot. We put a lot of work. It means so much more that y'all are here getting this information, but it also means more that y'all took the time out of y'all's day and invested in yourself. So I definitely appreciate y'all. I definitely appreciate all my speakers. I hope that everybody got some information that they can utilize, not only just to help you right now, but help you change the trajectory of your family's life, your life, and generational wealth, but also preserve it. If you didn't take anything, I got something to give you. So make sure that you take something from that. We got some gifts from First Bank Southwest. They gave some stuff, but I also have some literature we didn't really touch on in depth, but it goes into it. It's called How Money Works, talking about compound interest. It's going to be talking about the Roth IRA, like investing in different things like that. It's on like a 5th grade reading level, has some pictures and stuff. So if you know any kids who want to learn about financial literacy, y'all know what I'm going to say. Stay home. Hey.